What's going on, everyone? We're going to cover Toshi's chart today. So we did have a nice rally that kind of started once we hit this floor. Going back to the date of around March 10th, March 11th, we really started to find this rounding bottom here. Okay, so we found a little bit of a rounding bottom here after putting in new lows through this prior structure floor. And this was a very significant pop. And the reason for that is we did have significant volume. And anytime you see volume start to spike, especially to the upside, is always good. Now, you never really want to see, if this move was to happen, but maybe on declining volume is not what you want to see. Volume has definitely died off from this pop. Okay. Almost next to, lows that we haven't seen for, the better half of a couple of weeks. So if we can get some significant volume to come in through this area is what you want to see. Okay. So this little trend line that I kind of drew across, what I was looking at when we started to really rally off the floor here, what I really wanted to see was a close and a break over March 8th highs. Okay. So this prior swing high is something that I wanted to see not only get broken, but I wanted to see get closed above. And the reason, if you just simply break it where you put in a little bit of a wick and then you pull down, is generally not that bullish. It's kind of acting as resistance. But once we broke through this area of resistance, we got that closure here on March 12th over this prior swing high. And then we had another little bit of a blow off top all the way up to prices of around 0.00051, let's call it. Okay. So this pullback is very, very healthy. Anytime you break a prior area of resistance, you're always going to have a little bit of a pullback. Now, again, one thing that is going to be the continuing narrative here is Bitcoin is still weak. Ethereum is still weak. Are they making new lows? Currently, no, but they're also not pushing extremely higher. What I want to see from Bitcoin is a closure over 86, 87,000, over 91,000. That's going to kind of solidify that the lows across the bottom for the short term are probably going to be done, and we will be looking to push all-time highs with a lot of different names, including our token here, Toshi. So what I would like to see, right now as we speak, today is St. Patty's Day. It's March the 17th. We are trying to push back into these fours. I would like to see some volume start to kick up here, and I would like to get back over 0.00045. And if we can close, because you notice here on the 14th, we did break above this area once again, but we quickly got rejected. I would like to see this close over 0.00045 and then start to create 4 as the new floor. Okay, so if we can get 4 to create as the new floor, you'll notice anytime Toshi really starts to push, and I'll zoom out here a little bit and I'll go back to a prior push. Anytime that Toshi really starts to pump and it really starts to push, it pushes in a big way. So if we do get that close over 4.5, you would see that pump come in a big way where we would be pushing a ceiling of 0.00062, and that's going to be acting as the new resistance, where if you do get any type of pullback, okay, any type of pullback in this area, I'm not going to expect that pullback to come all the way back down here towards these lows. I think that those lows will be done and solidified as soon as we can get that break and close over this pop, and as soon as we can get that run up over 6 into 7s, and then that pullback, I would be looking for 4s and high 5s to hold for that next run up into 9. That's what I'm looking for here. Continue to hold, continue to dollar cost average if you want to load the position. Because again, you can go in a very, very quick manner. We can be trading at 4s today and we can be trading at 9s tomorrow. That's how fast things can happen. So if you do want to continue to have a low dollar cost average and you do want to add into your position, this is definitely the time to add into your position. Now let's talk about the other scenario. Let's say that we do kind of push a little bit higher here, but we fail to kind of break over 4.5 and we fail to take out this swing high that actually broke the downtrend. Okay, if we come back down, I'm not going to really expect new lows or to continue to go lower unless we close under these lows. Anything above it, I'm completely fine with. You know, if we drop all the way down to 3.3, I'm completely fine with. If we drop all the way down to 3.5, we drop to 3.6, I'm completely fine with. The only thing that invalidates my short-term bull thesis is if we do close below threes, okay, and we do take out this prior swing low. Now, does that invalidate my thesis in terms of, oh, the token is dead, the project is dead, we're not going to go higher? No. But what it's going to do is it's going to invalidate my short-term thesis of having a run in a serious push in the end of March into the end of April to potentially push those all-time highs. What it's going to do is drag my timeline out probably another 4 to 6 months. Versus right now, if I kind of pull up this daily chart, okay, if I pull up this daily chart, you can see we've broken structure to the downside, and now we need to see that follow through. We need to see the follow through back up into 6.5 all the way up to 8 and 9s. If we do put in a new low, and this is worst case scenario, if we do put in a new low, this is going to extend my timeline at least 4 to 6 months. If we do not put in a new low and we can somehow, you know, hold the line here and continue to dollar cost average and continue to get some type of strength and momentum in the overall crypto markets, then I think by the middle of April, by May, we will be trading up here towards these all-time highs, okay, at least into this GP zone, which is going to put us at prices between 13 and 18, let's call it, right, 14 and 18 into this zone. And as soon as we really start to break through those all-time highs, now if we just kind of go towards my overall projections, where do I think that we're going to go from here in terms of a cycle, and what's the maximum potential? We'll kind of get to that when we at least start testing all-time highs. But what I'm realistically looking for here is something between a $6 and $12 billion market cap. Okay. Now we can definitely surpass that, and we can definitely fall a little bit short, maybe $3 to $5 billion market cap. But I don't see anything, in my personal opinion, that's going to be less than 6 to 12 billion. Now that's a little bit of a big range. And again, you're going to have to kind of monitor your positions as we start pushing those all-time highs. But those are videos for future timelines down the way. What we're really focused on right now is confirming the breakout of this downtrend. And the only thing that's going to confirm that breakout through the downtrend is we're going to need to start pushing 6. Okay, we're going to need to make 4 the new floor, and we're going to need to start pushing and closing over 6s. So 0, 0, 0, 6. And whatever number follows after that, we need to start closing over that, and that's going to kind of solidify that this is going to be the low. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to dollar cost average, guys. Continue to share the content. Continue to spread the good word. I'll see all of you guys on the next video.